The domain of the big cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, lions, wildcats, and cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. The throw. Knew where he wanted to go. Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like
and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cal! The defense putting points on the board.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rush. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Cal's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got it looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got it! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy.
And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline, because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Snags it over the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Rush. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to beat them to the left. He's past the 30. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
LSU will get a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just...
Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. The give to the lone running back. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground with the back. Across the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a connection. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing
fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get...
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 17 to Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Armour. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Bears in the hurry up. Looking to fire. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Golden Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. And some room to work. Crosses the 30. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Running to Green. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now he's looking to throw it. Going for it all. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Flying down the left side. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, LSU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Golden Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The offense changing the play. Toss sweep to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. You've probably heard this before. LSU is steamrolling people on the ground right now, and this guy could be pushing what Leonard Fournette tried to do in getting close to 2,000 yards in a season.
And when you think about a defense, it all starts and stops with the run game.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And that That's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The give on the option. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all well. That's why this offense
breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beaten in the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finding an escape route. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Miranda. Pulls it in, it's Darnold. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Got it. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Get set. Get set.
On the run, it's Stokes. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide open downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big...
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Miranda. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run pass.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff is...
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're still firing away even with this lead. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respect